Hello guys, in this video we discuss about the type determination and separation of the solid liquid nature of the mixture. Means in this mixture two components are solid and one component is liquid. So how determine the nature of this mixture? Because the mixture of such type of mixture is shown as a solution. We can't tell that either this solution contains, this mixture contains one liquid or two liquid. So for that purpose, for the determination of nature of this mixture, such type of mixture, take 3-4 drops of mixture on watch glass and blow it. Now there are different observations. One is the solid remains behind. Solid remains behind. Liquid remains behind and suspended particles and liquid remains behind. Liquid remains behind. So these are three different types of observation in such type of reaction, that is after taking the 3-4 drops of that mixture on watch glass and blow it. So if only solid remains behind, then the nature of the liquid is solid liquid, because one of the liquid of this component is volatile. So after blowing, this volatile liquid component is evaporated and only solid component remain behind. Therefore, if after blowing this such type of mixture only solid remain behind, then we will say that we confirmly say that there is a nature of the given mixture is the two solid and one liquid. In another case, if liquid remains behind, and that contains the suspended particles, at that time the nature of the mixture is the solid liquid, because out of two liquids, one liquid is the volatile, which is evaporated, and another liquid is the non-volatile. In that non-volatile component, solid component is dissolved to some extent. Therefore, we can say that there is suspended particles of that solid component. Therefore, the nature of this type of component mixture is the solid liquid. And the next observation and last possibility, if liquid remains behind, then we confirmly say that there is a liquid nature of the mixture, because out of these three liquid components, one is the volatile component and remain two also the non-volatile component, but the type of these two non-volatile components are totally different. Therefore, we can separate these two non-volatile liquids from each other by the difference in their type. So by this way we determine the nature of the mixture of the solution. Okay. Now the determination of nature of the given mixture, we take the 3-4 drops of mixture on watch glass and just blow it. Now see, there is only solid remains behind. Means the volatile liquid from the mixture is evaporated and two solid component remains behind on the watch glass. Therefore, the nature of this given mixture is the solid liquid. Means out of three components, one is liquid, which is volatile one, and remaining two are the solids. Okay. Now, after determining the nature of the given mixture, we have to separate this mixture by means of distillation. For that purpose, we transfer this whole mixture to the distillation flask and distill out the volatile component from the mixture. Okay. Now tight the pot to the mouth of the flask, that and the thermometer. Now one important thing, the bulb of the thermometer remains to the side neck of the flask and not deep into the inside like this. This is very wrong, because we have to measure the temperature of the fumes or temperature of the vapors of the volatile component and not the temperature of the mixture, because the temperature of this mixture is more as compared to the vapors of the volatile component. Therefore, the bulb of the thermometer remains to the side neck of the distillation flask. Now this distillation flask attached to the condenser and this is inlet, because the water flow is from low side to high side and the vapors of the volatile component is from this side to this side. Means there is the inversion of that flow of the vapors of the volatile component. Now we separate this mixture by using the distillation flask by distill out the volatile component. Okay. After distillation, we have to collect the volatile component, half of the distillate from the given mixture, and now this flask contain the two solid components. So these two solid components are separated from the flask and pour on the wash glass and just draw it. Now see, this is one volatile component and these two are the solid component which are on wash glass. Now we have to determine the type of this liquid component and that both two solid components. Okay. Now first determine the type of the volatile liquid component. Now take a small quantity of that volatile component in a test tube and check its solubility. Means either it is miscible in water or either it is miscible in ether. Now here we add the water to the volatile component and shake it. Now see, there is a formation of two different layers. Means this volatile component is water immiscible. For that purpose, we have to use the chemical technique for the type determination of this volatile liquid component. Okay. Now add some amount of sodium bicarbonate to the volatile component and shake it. Now see, there is no efflorescence of CO2. Means acid may absent. And now separate the aqueous layer by means of dropper. And add to it 1:1 HCl. If PPT is obtained, then the acid confirmed, and if PPT is not obtained, then now see here, there is no PPT formation takes place, therefore acid absent, therefore in this component acid is absent. Now let us move towards the next test. Now for the type determination of this volatile component, here we add NaOH and shake it, and now separate the NaOH layer from the volatile component layer. There is no miscible of this NaOH with the volatile component. Therefore, we may say that there is a absence of phenol, because if that volatile liquid is phenol, then that NaOH and that liquid component forms the one in the single phase, but here two different phases is present. Therefore, we may say that there is a phenol is absent in this case. Now we add 1:1 HCl for the different type of the volatile component. Now if this volatile component is miscible in the HCl, then we can say that the type of the given liquid component is the base. Or if two different phases are formed, then we can say that there is absence of base component. Now see, here again two different layers are formed, means the 1:1 HCl is not miscible in the volatile liquid component, means there is absence of base component. Now see this, there is a acid absent, here again phenol absent, means two phases different, and here again for the base, there again formation of two different phases, means this compound is neutral, because all the three tests are absent, that is acid absent, phenol absent and base absent. Therefore the remaining type is the neutral. Therefore the given liquid volatile component is the neutral in nature. Okay. After determination of the type of the volatile component, we have to determine the type of the remaining two solid compounds. Now for that purpose, we first add the ether to these two solid components and shake it well. If the two components are completely soluble in ether, then there is no need of ether at the time of separation. And if the partial soluble this mixture in the ether, then at the time of separation we have to use the ether. Shake it completely and vigorously. Now see that there is a complete soluble mixture is present in the test tube. Therefore these two solid components are completely miscible in the ether. Therefore at the time of separation there is no need of ether. Okay. To this ether layer we add sodium bicarbonate. Now if the given two solid components contains acid, then that acid is dissolved into the sodium bicarbonate and it forms the sodium salt. And that acid go into the aqueous layer. Okay. So these are the two different layers, that is one is the ether layer and another is the aqueous layer. Now separate the ether layer by means of dropper. Now see, this is only a aqueous layer. Now for confirmation of the acid component, we add here 1:1 HCl to the aqueous solution of bicarbonate. If the PPT is obtained, then we can say that there is a confirmation of acid. Now see, there is only efflorescence of CO2, but there is no formation of white PPT here. Therefore, out of these two solids, there is no presence of acid component both the solid components. Now let us move towards the test of base. So this is again ether layer. To this ether layer, we add NaOH because phenols are soluble in NaOH. Okay. Now shake it vigorously. Shake it vigorously. Now again there is a formation of two different layers. That is, one is the ether layer and below is the aqueous layer of NH. Now if the given two solid compound present any type of phenol compound, then that phenol compound is dissolved into that NH solution and comes into the aqueous phase. Now separate the ether layer. By means of dropper. And to this aqueous layer, we have to add the 1:1 HCl. If PPT is obtained, then we can say that there is a confirmation of phenol. Now see, there is no formation of PPT takes place. Therefore, in these two solid components, there is a phenolic accent. Means these two solids are not acid and not phenol. Therefore, the possibility of the presence of these two solids is one is the base and another is the neutral. Now let us check the base and neutral. For the base we add here 1:1 HCl because bases are soluble in HCl. Because bases are soluble in HCl. Now there is a formation of two different layers. One is the ether layer, above is the ether layer, and below is the aqueous layer. Now separate the above ether layer by means of dropper. Okay. So this one is the ether layer, above layer is the ether layer, and below layer is the aqueous HCl layer. Okay. So here we can separate the ether layer by means of dropper. And now to this HCl aqueous solution add NH. If yellow PPT is obtained, then we can say that there is a presence of base. Now see, there is a formation of yellow PPT. Here. Therefore, base is confirmed out of the two solid component. Now the question is, what is the type of the another solid compound? For that purpose, we have to evaporate this ether layer, and if there is a solid obtained, then we can say that there is a another type of the solid is neutral. Okay. Now take this ether layer on watch glass and just do it. Now see, there is a formation of solid, or solid remains behind on the watch glass. Means this is neutral component, this is yellow PPT which is base, and this is neutral component which is distilled from the mixture. Therefore, the type of this mixture is the base component, that is PPT. Another solid component is the neutral, and volatile component is the neutral. Means the type of the given mixture is the base neutral. Base is solid, one neutral is again solid, and one neutral is the liquid in nature. So by this way we can determine the type of the mixture, that is solid liquid, and separate the mixture that is solid liquid. Thank you.